In the quaint town of Willowmere, where cobblestone streets wound through maple-lined lanes, lived a girl named Leela Emberley. Her name, bright as a spark in the dusk, suited her perfectly: golden curls that caught the sun, eyes like warm caramel, and a heart that radiated kindness like a hearth fire. At 12, Leela was known for her small acts of generosity, sharing her lunch with classmates, leaving wildflowers on neighbors' doorsteps, or slipping her pocket money into the town's charity box. But in a world where kindness often went unnoticed, Leela's light was about to ignite something extraordinary. Willowmere was a town of modest means, its heart the Willowmere Academy, a school struggling under budget cuts and a growing sense of despair. Leela, a 7th grader, loved its creaky halls and dusty library, but her family's poverty weighed heavily. Her mother, Clara, worked double shifts at the diner, and her father was long gone, leaving Leela to carry dreams bigger than her circumstances. Each morning, she packed a single homemade oatmeal cookie, her mother's recipe, laced with cinnamon and love, as her treat after a day of classes. It was her small joy in a life of scarcity. One crisp autumn afternoon, as leaves swirled like confetti, Leela sat on a park bench outside the school, her cookie wrapped in wax paper. A man approached, his coat threadbare, his silver hair tucked under a worn cap. His eyes, a deep slate gray, carried a quiet weight, as if life had carved stories into them. He sat nearby, shoulders slumped, staring at the ground. Leela noticed his hands, calloused, trembling slightly, clutching an empty coffee cup. Without a second thought, she stood, her sneakers scuffing the gravel, and offered her cookie. "Here, sir," she said softly. "It's not much, but it's really good." The man looked up, startled. "For me." His voice was low, warm like a cello's hum. Leela nodded, her smile bright as the afternoon sun. "You look like you could use it." He hesitated, then took the cookie, his fingers brushing the wax paper. "Thank you, young lady," he murmured, breaking off a piece. "This is extraordinary." Leela giggled, skipping back to her bench, unaware that the stranger was Elias Thornton, the principal of Willowmere Academy, who had been walking incognito to clear his mind after a grueling board meeting. Elias, whose name evoked the strength of ancient oaks, was a man of quiet resolve. He'd taken the principal's role to save the school from closure, but the weight of bureaucracy and dwindling funds was crushing. Teachers were overworked, classrooms lacked supplies, and students like Leela, bright, eager, were slipping through the cracks. That cookie, warm with cinnamon and a child's generosity, struck him like a thunderbolt. He'd seen Leela in the halls, always smiling despite her patched backpack and second-hand clothes, but this act of selflessness stirred something deep within him. The next day, Elias began investigating. Disguised as a substitute teacher, he observed Leela's classes, noting her quick wit and the way she helped struggling peers. He learned from her teachers about her mother's sacrifices and Leela's dream of becoming an artist, stifled by the school's lack of an art program. Elias also discovered the cookie wasn't a one-off. Leela often gave away her lunch to classmates who had none. His heart ached. She was starving herself to feed others. Determined to act, Elias devised a plan. He rallied the school board, using his influence to secure a grant for an arts initiative, inspired by Leela's dream. He also launched a kindness chain program, encouraging students to share small acts of generosity, with a bulletin board to celebrate them. But he kept his encounter with Leela secret, wanting her light to shine without spotlight's pressure. At the school's autumn festival, Willowmere buzzed with excitement. Booths lined the courtyard, and a stage stood ready for announcements. Leela, in a hand-sewn dress, helped serve cider, her laughter mingling with the crisp air. Elias took the stage, his presence commanding yet warm. "Today," he began, "we honor a student whose heart has taught us all. Leela Emberley, please come forward." Leela froze, her cheeks flushing as classmates cheered. She climbed the stage, bewildered. Elias knelt to her level, his eyes twinkling. "You gave a stranger a cookie, Leela, not knowing it was me." That small act reminded me why we fight for this school. He unveiled the new Emberly Art Studio, funded in her honor, and a scholarship for her future studies. The crowd erupted, Clara weeping with pride. Leela, tears streaming, hugged Elias, whispering, "I just wanted to help." The festival became a turning point. The kindness chain spread, students sharing books, snacks, and smiles, transforming Willowmere Academy's spirit. Leela's artwork adorned the new studio, her talent blooming under a teacher's guidance. Elias, no longer a distant figure, became a mentor, ensuring no child went hungry or unnoticed. And Leela, once a girl with a single cookie, became a legend, not for fame, but for proving that one small act could spark a revolution of hearts. In Willowmere, the leaves fell, but hope rose. Leela Emberly's cookie wasn't just a gift, it was a seed, planted in a stranger's hands, that grew into a legacy of light, proving kindness, however small, could change a world. Thank you for watching this story till the end. Sparkles, if it touched your heart, please support us. Thumbs up, give it a like. Speech balloon, share your thoughts in the comments. Bell, subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications. Your support helps us create more stories that inspire and make you believe in miracles. Your participation means a lot to us.